I've been doing this for, 4 or 5 years, probably 10 or 12 different trips. I've kind of lost track of how many times I've been to DC on this. To me, one of the most rewarding thing is seeing our young people at Northwest Chapel to go to AMFB and interface with the young kids at AMFB, to see them coming together, different cultures coming together, and sharing God's Word and experiencing the fellowship of AMFB has been one of the most rewarding things for me. Every time that someone goes, they come back and say it's so much of an awesome experience, in that the warmth that they get from the folks from AMFB is just overwhelming. We kind of have a routine that we do, that we've done it so many times, and we try to improve it every time we go. However, we always have to be flexible because of weather, because of what the needs are of the folks at AMFB. But typically we end up there on Friday. We have a little bit of fellowship, and we actually, this time, we put together our hygiene kits. We did 150 hygiene kits on Friday night, and also put together 50 packages for school supplies. And then on Saturday, we actually get up and we come back to the AMFB facility, the church, and we put together 300 meals in brown paper bags with everything that we can actually give out. And we give out those sandwiches, those meals, and water to the folks that we're doing our outreach ministry to.
I'm going to be praying for you before we get there.
Stephen Joyce, the pastor of AMFB, our daughter church in DC, has an outreach ministry, and one of them is called the Northwest Chapel of DC. This time when we went to DC, we actually put on a carnival. We do that about once a year, and it's in an area that is called Ivy City, pretty close to the AMFB facility or the church, but it's a low-income housing development, and we are always so well received by the kids that are in Ivy City. We brought games from here. We put together some toys and packages and candy for the kids that participated, and it was quite a rewarding experience for our folks, for the AMFB people, and then we got God's Word to the young folks there at Ivy City. Also on Saturday, we always have a route that Stephen drives, and we actually minister to men that are on the street, that are living on the street, and also men that go to the large men's shelter in DC. We provide them again with gospel tracts, meals, water, and then we also, because Martin Guareno went this time, Pastor Martin went with us, we were able to go to Home Depot, and we ministered to a group of day laborers, which are typically Spanish-speaking young men, and we provided them with meals, specific Bibles that were in Spanish, as well as Spanish tracts, and then water as needed. Stephen takes his outreach ministry, one of his outreach ministries, to Franklin Park, which is only a few blocks away from the White House. It is literally downtown DC. And we put up a tent, 50 chairs, tables, we pass out Bibles, meals that we have prepared. We also provide clothing that we bring here from Northwest Chapel, and then Stephen actually provides a message to the folks there in the park. He's done it so regularly that the folks, that when we pull up our truck that has the chairs and the tent, the folks in the park come and actually help us unpack and set up the church. It is their church, and that's why we call it Northwest Chapel of DC. The inner city DC has a lot of needs, and we're only providing a small fraction of what is really required in DC, but it is very beneficial for our people and also for those at AMFB that we show our support for their operation. When our folks come back, they always say, I just didn't know that I could do that. It's an ability for them to step out of their comfort zone and do something that they typically don't do on Sunday here at Northwest Chapel.